Alright, yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and this is going to be kind of a shiny flipping guide, but more so just a visual. I'm going to be showing you guys what I do with the shiny flipping process, and I'll also explain to you guys what are the benefits and, why should you shiny flip, etc., etc. So, shiny flipping is very different from normal flipping, I'd say. It's more so one big purchase that you want to put into and have a really over time, really solid investment. Whenever I buy a shiny, you never want to buy a shiny for like 2 mil and then flip it for like 2,200,000, right? Like that'd be a terrible flip. It's a lot of risk to put on, essentially. A lot of that 2 mil risk to only bring in that like 10% value back in. It's not a very good return on investment. The first thing I do when looking for a shiny to flip is you're looking for something with obviously 31 IVs, you always are. You're looking for something with like tons of other IVs kind of just scattered around that they didn't really take the time to price, or might be a little difficult to price. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and let's do 31 HP, let's do 20 plus in defense, special defense, and speed. Now there's probably nothing super cheap here. This is a search that pretty much everybody does, or like these stats usually go pretty unnoticed. I will say that Rapidash is pretty cheap. This Tentacle, this has been listed for 11 days, though. I will say I'm kind of surprised this has been listed for so long. This feels like a super solid flip, but if it's been listed for that long, that's a good sign for me to stay away. So I might not touch it. Like if I were to actually sell this, what would it go for? Let's go ahead and check. Let's not worry about the attack stat even for now. This thing is water C, correct? Now, tentacles and tentacruels are some of the best ways to get into flipping. I always recommend it. The other cheapest male, a really important thing with shiny flipping as well, is you usually want to stick to males. Females take way longer to flip. The reason being is that when people buy male shinies, they're buying them to immediately breed them with a shiny Pokemon of their own. I buy male shinies all the time to breed up my OT shinies, and that's like a huge reason why people buy shinies. They're not buying shinies to collect, they're usually buying shinies to breed up their other Pokemon and their other shinies. So male shinies are really the way to go, and it's really safe, I'd say, compared to other methods or other trying to dip into female shinies. It'll take you a lot longer on average. Let's try something like this. Shiny all search for the lowest price. So we see some cheap bug aid group. Let's get off 31 speed. 31 speed is too much. You definitely need at least 2 million Pokeyen, I'd say. At least 2 million Pokeyen to start shiny flipping. Although I definitely recommend more than that, but it can kind of depend. This is female once again. I'm going to just sort by male because I don't even want to bother with female shinies. It's too risky. I really don't want to touch it. I don't want to bother with it. It is too risky in my opinion. So here's something that could be interesting. Listed 4 hours ago, caught in a Master Ball. That implies that the player wasn't really prepared for the shiny, which means it might be a cheap price. That's actually pretty good. So let's see if we can, what egg group is this in? Flying, of course. So this implies that this might be a good shiny for those many factors. Now let's see. We see Pidgeot. Well, that's really good comparatively to it, right? So let's do 0 on these. Let's just do 31 HP and C. So is it the cheapest Golbat on the GTL? It is the cheapest Golbat on the GTL, or the cheapest. It's the cheapest flying aid group with 31 HP just in general. This might be a worthwhile flip. What I would do with this is I'd probably buy it for the 2.3 mil, and I'd probably flip it for 3, try to get 700k out of it. Now the issue is this Tailo is double 31, right? It has that 20 plus, so one might just go for the Tailo over it, but then I have to go with the Golbat breed first. This Golbat buy is pretty safe. I think worst case scenario, I'll end up selling this for 2.8 mil. I am actually going to go ahead and buy this. I'm going to try to sell it for 3, but there is a decent chance I have to lower this down to like 2.8 or something. You want to make sure never ever mislist a shiny, right? That's how you lose tons and tons of Pokeyen. So I'm going to buy this. I'm expecting like a 700,000 profit on it, which is pretty solid. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. Let's even try for another one. Now, shiny flips should take a really long time. Shiny flips are never, ever meant to be a quick thing. Sometimes you'll get really lucky and you will find like a really quick, shiny flip. It absolutely does happen, but most of the time, that's not what's gonna happen. Most of the time, it's gonna be something that just takes a really long time. You have to be patient with it. Shiny flipping is once again about making a strong, solid path passive income sort of in the background. That's really what shiny flipping all becomes about, I guess. Let's see, water, I assume this is water C as well, this Kingler. Yeah, water C, male. This is a really good, this is pretty good though for the price. Let's do 20 plus, not even worry about the 25 plus. We see this tentacle, the same tentacle as before, I believe, yeah. But it is 20 plus as opposed to 25 plus. That Kingler is interesting, but it's also been listed for 10 days. So once again, I'm going to stay away from it. I kind of want to check out specific aid groups. Let's go with the field aid group, for example. Let's try. These are kind of expensive for 31 HP. Like immediately, like 2.4 is the cheapest. Let's try something like 25. Let's do attack. Attack in the field aid group can work for sure. I saw. Okay, Meowth 31 is tempting. Okay, what else? Let's see. Aid group is really important when you're dealing with males specifically, so keep that in mind for sure. Okay, we do 20 plus, 31 attack, 25 plus, this Raticate, but listed for 1 day. Now, this might be able to be flipped. Let's lower these. Yeah, these are at 20. This might be able to be flipped. But once again, it'd probably go for 3 mil. And it's just a lot. Like I don't see, if I'm being totally honest, I don't know if I see, what group is this in? Field and flying. Let's check flying for this Woobat. I don't know if I see that Raticate selling for more than that listing. That listing is kind of like, 2.4 or whatever. I don't see it going for anything crazy over that. Let's try Monster. Monster shinies are good. There's a lot of like rare shinies are in the Monster egg group. Things like the starters, things like Squirtle, etc., etc. Monster egg group is a really good one to check because a lot of people will get like really good IV shiny Whismers or something, for example, and be like, "Oh wow, like this is like really good." Can't really do much with it. Just a Whismer. Who would ever want a shiny Whismer when it's like, oh, people who are breeding, shiny Charizard, damn well want those shiny Whismers. Like that's a really, really good pickup for them. So getting stuff like that for those starter breeds is really important. What's the cheapest 31 speed shiny monster male? And it really comes down to just like checking around, like checking everything. It's been listed for 6 hours. Let's see how good it is. Like this is a really good breed, honestly. It's 3.8 mil. I don't see myself getting more for that. This is a great price, honestly. This person listed this. This person priced this pretty accurately. If I was trying to breed a really, really, really good like monster, like a Charizard or whatever, like this is perfect. It just needs you put on the special attack or the attack. No, this is a great price. That person priced it up and they knew what they were doing. That was really smart of them. So let's go ahead and check. Let's check 25 plus male and other egg groups as well. Water A, we see Master Rain. Wow, like this is a really good Master Rain. Once you see like 4 mil for like a 1 times 31, that's you're pushing the limit, which is exactly what that Nidoking was doing in the Monster Aid group. So I'm not gonna pressure that too much. That's the Golbat that I flipped. Super happy with that. We'll go to field 3.7. Yeah, once again, for that 4 mil range for a 1 times 31, it's probably pushing it. Not many shinies on the GTL at the moment, kind of surprisingly. Water C. Now, Water C is almost always going to be the cheapest egg group. I talked about this earlier. It's almost always going to be the cheapest because Tentacruel and Tentacle are just super, super common. Whenever you want to flip for a shiny, don't feel pressured or forced to buy something. It's very possible that I made this video and wasn't able to, wouldn't be able to find a single shiny to flip. Finding shinies to flip is a very, very specific thing. It's not something you can always force. Like sometimes there just aren't enough Pokemon on the economy or on the GTL, to be able to actually have that shiny flip. Man, like this Magikarp is so good, but it's already 4.5. Like it's pretty high listed, right? It's fair listed, but it's, it's high listed. Okay. I usually never flip shiny Dittos, not because it's like not a good thing, but I just like haven't really like delved into it. So that's something that I kind of want to go ahead and let's just try on, and let's try it live in the middle of this video. I've never been one to flip shiny Dittos, but maybe there's like some huge profits to be made. Maybe there are some huge margins that just kind of go underchecked. I don't know anything about flipping shiny Dittos. I mean, it's not from like the normal Ditto economy that I understand, but it'll be interesting to see if we can find some extra stats sort of laid here out on these Dittos. Let's go ahead and look for what's like the cheapest 1 times 31 speed Ditto. I assume it's going to be worth, okay, honestly, not as much as I expected. Like, this is a really good one. 5 hours ago, 6.2 mil or so, 31 speed, 20 plus in special defense, 20 plus HP. Let's just do 25 plus in HP and 31 speed. 6.1 mil. Next one goes for 8 mil. And this is kind of comparable, but this is better because this is just 20 plus defenses. Man. Let's try 20 plus, 20 plus, 20 plus on a shiny Ditto. Let's get rid of the HP. I might buy this shiny Ditto and try to flip it for 8 mil. It might take a while to sell, but it's such a huge flip. I think I'm going to do it. It's going to put a huge dent into my Pokeyen, obviously, my capital at the moment, but I think that's super worth it. I'm going to try to sell this for 8 mil. It might take a really long time, but I think it's actually worthwhile. Someone will have to be specifically looking for a very specific Ditto, but someone could actually be looking for like 19 or 18 plus in defense. This is a very good Ditto. Like, it almost has 20 plus in every single stat you need for a special attacker. This could definitely sell for 8 mil over time. So just in the making of this video, we have like 2.7 mil. Let's cut all everything else. Like 2.5 mil. We have like 2.5 mil expected profit incoming towards us. And that was like what, 12 minutes or whatever. But that'll take like a month or something for both of those shinies to sell. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. Maybe even 2 or 3 months at like the worst. Shiny flipping is extremely complicated. No matter how experienced you are, no matter how good you are at it, you will often make mistakes, or mistakes will pop up. I definitely made a huge mistake on a shiny Kecleon, where I bought a shiny Kecleon that had really good IVs and everything for around 6 mil, I believe, which was an astronomically good price. I think I ended up selling it for like 8.5 mil, which sounds really good on paper. I made 2.5 mil on that flip. That's really good. But I sat on that Kecleon for like 6 to 8 months, and that ended up becoming like not really worth it, honestly. Like, that was such a long time to sit on it that I actually don't think it was super worth it. But it's a complicated situation, so definitely take your time. Definitely don't immediately purchase things. Shiny flipping is something that takes a long time to learn, and it's very, very, very peculiar and specific. So please be careful. Please don't lose tons of money. Please be safe. Shiny flipping can be legitimately very dangerous. So have fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully I showed off some good examples of shiny flips. Let me know if you don't agree with them. Let me know if you thought they were pretty cool. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO content. Follow the Twitch for streams. Links down below Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's links down below for updates and all my content. If you want to go above and beyond and support my channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal/Venmo all help out a lot. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.